People shit on LA, but dude, LA is some fun shit. Okay? Where else you can see a 60-year-old dude with his 35-year-old fucking wife while they run around a baby, you know what I mean? And my boy ain't like, you know, like when you see the 60-year-old dude, he's not like the 60-year-old dudes I grew up when they got on their little slippers and shit because they foot swollen and all that. You know, these motherfuckers stylish. You know what I mean?
And they're ripped, some of them.
Eating healthy and shit.
Daddies.
You know, and the wife is a yoga instructor or some stupid shit. And he's going like, God damn, these dudes are living the life, you know? And he got to pumping out babies like crazy. But Bozak's right though. I mean, there's more likelihood for shit to go sideways if the woman's older. I mean, shit could go sideways if dad's older too, but definitely if the woman's older, you know, more things can happen. But dudes ain't having babies no more, man. Them days done.
My mom keeps telling me to freeze my eggs, and I'm like, I'm okay.
72. Yeah, dude, Robert De Niro and fucking Al Pacino with like 79 and 80 something between them when they had babies. That's how you do it though.
No. We've talked about this, and I say it every time.
Man, pay someone to run behind the motherfucker. You rich.
Yeah, but
Hey, go throw the ball with my son. He has $20.
they're not going to know their father.
How you know? We in the future. None of us in here might die. We don't know.
Oh, no, I hate that. Please let me die.
Or we could die together with robots killing us, okay? So it could go either way.
Please.
He might get to die with his father.
Did you see that one guy who said that humans will be running away from robots in like 2035 or some shit, like hiding from AI robots?
I think it'd be sooner than that. Every video on YouTube right now is some AI expert, including the dude who pretty much, they call him the godfather of AI, right? This dude named Jeffrey Hinton, I think is his name. And he worked at Google, and this dude quit. And the reason he quit is so that he could travel the world warning people of how dangerous these systems are. He just won a Nobel Prize. You know what I mean? And he's telling us like how dangerous shit is, right?
Can we see a little clip?
Yeah, I could show you him. Jeffrey Hinton. Dear Lord, please let this YouTube not have a commercial because Bozak can start talking shit. Jeffrey Hinton, yeah, listen.
Are we on YouTube?
Yeah. But I mean, the main place to watch this, guys, is Twitch, just because, you know, it's gonna be bad. I'm just trying to find a shorter video of his. This was like a year ago. Says the world's not prepared for what's about to, okay, there's 3 minutes. There's 3 minutes and 7 seconds, okay? So this is Jeffrey Hinton.
More. Is that a certain thing in a person?
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you have to be contrarian.
Last December, Jeffrey Hinton was awarded the Nobel Prize for his pioneering work in machine learning, a major turning point on the road to artificial intelligence. Brooke Silva Braga introduced us to this leading figure in AI back in 2023 and recently went back to visit him. Good morning, Brooke.
Good morning. When we first met Hinton, the world had just been introduced to OpenAI's ChatGPT, triggering a kind of AI arms race. Hundreds of billions have been spent on AI in just the last 2 years. Hinton entered the field decades before it was cool, and now, retired from Google, has a unique, independent perspective on how we got here and where we're headed.
This is a Nobel Prize.
Last year, Jeffrey Hinton, for most of his life an outcast professor, was awoken by a call in the middle of the night. He was getting the Nobel Prize.
People dream of winning these things, and when you do win it, does it feel like you thought it might?
I never dreamt about winning one for physics, so I don't know. I dreamt about winning one for figuring out how the brain works.
Yeah.
But I didn't figure out how the brain works, but I won one anyway.
That's because Hinton's attempt to model the brain instead helped change the world. In 1986, he proposed using a neural network to predict the next word in a sequence, the foundational concept that today's large language models
It's an expert at everything.
have built upon.
You believe then that we would get here?
Yes, but not this soon.
Because that was 40 years.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd get here in only 40 years.
Yeah.
But 10 years ago, I didn't believe we'd get here.
Yeah, it happened fast.
Yeah.
That speed, Hinton says, means education and medicine will soon be transformed. Climate change could be solved. But mostly, the rapid progress really worries him.
The best way to understand it emotionally is we're like somebody who has this really cute tiger cub. It's just such a cute tiger cub. Unless you can be very sure that it's not going to want to kill you when it's grown up, you should worry.
Jesus Christ.
Glad I'm 77.
Hinton predicts AI will make authoritarians more oppressive and hackers more effective. He now spreads his money across 3 banks. The exact odds of an AI apocalypse are unknowable, he says, but hazards this guess: a 10 to 20% risk AI will take over from humans.
People haven't got it yet. People haven't understood what's coming. I don't think there's a way of stopping it to take control if it wants to. The issue is, can we design it in such a way that it never wants to take control, that it's always benevolent?
Those concerns have long been shared by other AI leaders. Google CEO Sundar Pichai.
It can be very harmful if deployed wrongly.
XAI's Elon Musk, who continues to call for regulation.
It has the potential of civilizational destruction.
Sam Altman, seen here before he became OpenAI's CEO.
I think AI will probably, most likely, sort of lead to the end of the world.
But now, as these companies race each other and compete with China, Hinton worries they're foolishly, selfishly putting all of humanity at risk.
If you look what the big companies are doing right now, they're lobbying to get less AI regulation. There's hardly any regulation as it is, but they want less because they want short-term profits.
Taking a stand against the establishment has been the hallmark of Hinton's life. When American AI funding required partnering with the Defense Department, he moved to Canada. When neural networks were laughed at as unworkable, he worked on them for a few decades more.
Is that a certain thing in a person?
Yeah. You have to be contrarian.
Yeah.
You have to have a deep belief that everybody else could be doing things wrong and you could figure out how to do them right.
Do you, any idea where that came from?
My family, partly. Yeah. My father was like that. That's him there.
Hinton's legendary family tree includes not just his father, the prominent entomologist, but further back, George Boole, whose algebra innovations paved the way for computing, and George Everest, the surveyor who found the height of the world's tallest peak, then had it named after him.
Shit.
Hit there.
Hinton's inheritance was a curious mechanic's mind.
Were you always interested in this kind of stuff, the way things work and how to fix them?
Absolutely. I loved it.
When one of our cameras fell, damaging a lens filter, Hinton wanted to fix it.
But this kind of tinkering, was this desire important to your work, or is this just a hobby?
No, this is a similar thing. When I would make neural net models on the computer, I would then tinker with them for a long time to find out how they behaved. And a lot of people didn't do much of that, but I loved tinkering with them.
Okay.
I remember with Ilya, we used to watch it learning, and we would have bets for like 25 cents on who could predict the new score best.
Ilya Sutskever,
That's the dude from
most
OpenAI.
famous protege, went on to be chief scientist at OpenAI.
And then he quit.
Set up a large neural network, which is a large digital brain.
In 2023, he was part of the group that pushed out CEO Sam Altman, reportedly because they didn't trust that Altman was prioritizing safety.
I was quite proud of him for firing Sam Altman, even though it was very naive.
Naive, Hinton says, because OpenAI employees were about to get millions of dollars that would be jeopardized by Altman's departure. Altman returned, Sutskever left. Hinton criticizes his former colleagues at Google more reluctantly, but says they're falling short too.
Were you disappointed when Google went back on its promise not to support military uses of AI?
Very disappointed.
But it's part of a pattern, Hinton says, adding Meta and XAI to the list of companies racing faster than they should.
For example, the fraction of their computer time they spend on safety research should be a significant fraction, like a third. Right now, it's much, much less.
Hinton, now on the AI sidelines, says government regulation is needed, but doesn't expect it soon.
I'm curious if just in your normal day-to-day life you despair. You fear for the future and assume it won't be so good.
I don't despair, but mainly because even I find it very hard to take it seriously. It's very hard to get your head around the fact that we're at this very, very special point in history where in a very relatively short time, everything might totally change, a change of a scale we've never seen before. It's hard to absorb that emotionally.
We asked the AI labs mentioned in the piece how much of their compute is used for safety research. None of them gave us a specific number, but all of this safety is important, and they support regulation in general.
Yeah, bullshit, dude. Well, but he's considered the grandfather of AI, right? And he telling you that it's like, he gave it 20%. You know how fucking high 20% is? That means that, you know, if it was a plane, 1 out of every 5 planes is gonna fucking crash, right?
There's a lot of that going on. Don't fucking jinx it. Jesus Christ. God, it's like a plane crash.
So when you go with Robert De Niro and his kid, he might be going like, hey, we can fucking die together anyway. I might as well have him at 100.
Honestly, you're right. AI
But see, here's the fucking thing, right? Okay, you got these dudes building these bunkers, right? Mm-hmm. For some shit like this go wrong. Let's just say AI goes rogue. Okay, but you gotta understand, the thing is super fucking intelligent, because someone was like, Sky, if the AI goes rogue, all you gotta do is just unplug it, right? But it don't work like that, because if you're super intelligent, then you no longer need electricity. You could power yourself without electricity. Maybe you power yourself with just oxygen from the fucking sky. We can't do that. No. But a super intelligent being can do that. And then another dudes will be like, well, with Sky, we gonna live off the grid, we gonna live in the woods, right? Because, you know, that's way away from technology. But if something, again, is super intelligent, like it knows where you are, it fucking could read your mind, because there's probably a way to read a person's mind that we don't know of yet.
I'm sure, you know, and that's scary as fuck.
Okay, we can't do that, but at some point AI will be able to do that. So you can't think like you're competing against a fucking human. You're competing against a super intelligent machine that is constantly fucking improving.
That was created by humans.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And you like this?
I don't like it, but I mean, it ain't no turning back. I don't like it. I don't necessarily like it, but there's no turning back. These dudes aren't gonna stop. So we just have to hope that this work out.
Fuck. Where's your bunker? Can I
what
be a
fucking
part of
bunker? And the bunker shit, I told people before, the bunker shit is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Let me explain why. Let's just say there was a giant bunker, right? And I'm like, hey guys, all you guys in the chat could come to my bunker. I'm rich enough, I fly all y'all out and your families, and we all go in the same bunker. How many of us, and we gotta stay in there, let's say 20 years. How many of us you think coming out there alive?
No.
Because we humans, dude, that's a fucking prison. So many motherfuckers can die.
What does the prison look like? What's the food looking like?
No, but it ain't gonna be super luxury. And even if it was super luxury, you still in a confined space.
Yeah, I'd probably kill myself.
You know what I mean? Suppose.
Oh, that was.
Okay, suppose you got like Jeff Bezos' mansion, this huge fucking mansion, right? But you locked in. You realize how fucking small I can get, like if you have to spend years in there.
I guess.
Especially with other people that you clashing with and you fighting with.
Yeah.
Dude, motherfuckers gonna die. A lot of dudes can get stabbed to death and shot to death. That shit's not gonna work out.
I don't like any of it. But I do like Waymos.
Yeah, I mean, like we just gotta do it. You just have to hope for the fucking best.
What's your weapon of choice to use against the robots?
They can be bulletproof. I think. You ever watch Star Wars where they have the drone, that drone? Like if you watch Andor or something like that.
No.
You watch Rogue One?
I'm not a Star Wars.
You know Star Wars? Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, but they have the dark side have these droids that are tall and long and they're bulletproof. superhuman strength, like you can't fucking do shit.
Okay, what about gorilla versus AI robot?
Gorilla loses.
That's scary as fuck. There's gonna be a lot of suicides coming up.
Gorilla loses.
Jesus Christ.
A gorilla can win now because these things still new. They still a little awkward. They ain't full power yet. But you get this couple fucking years, they'll fucking gorilla up.
Isn't it crazy to think how far we've come just in the past 10 years, 5 years?
Yeah.
30 years. It's crazy.
Okay.
It's scary.
These guys are expecting us to have artificial general intelligence. This is a computer who is really intelligent, could do everything, you know what I mean? Pretty much a human, right? But oh, okay, continue what I was okay. Facebook is gone. But that's why I say Twitch, guys. Follow us on Twitch, okay?
What happened with Facebook?
Facebook, because I played that video. Okay, but my thing is
Facebook's gone. Bye.
No, that's why I got Twitch here. Follow us on Twitch if you don't get cut off. Okay. They expect, so OpenAI and all these dudes expect within 2 to 3 years we could have this super intelligent machine, right? And the minute that comes in, everything changed. Like half the dudes in this, like all our jobs gone. Even me, you know, like this social media bullshit, like this done. Because you have so many fucking streaming shows where the people aren't real, but you can't even fucking tell. You know what I mean? Like it's just a completely different world. And the government's gonna have to give us some money to fucking live. You know?
I don't like any of this at all.
No, I mean, but it's progress. It's what's supposed to happen. Yeah, Brittany, we talked about this the other day, the AI system that was trying to blackmail its creator. Because
that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, because its creator, it thought that its creator was gonna shut it down. So it found out that the creator was having an affair. They fed it fake information, none of this was true. They thought the creator was having an affair, so he was gonna reveal the details of the affair.
The robot?
Yeah,
No, I don't like any of this.
No, I mean, but this. Yeah, but go to Congress and even try to explain this. Half of them don't fucking understand what's going on. So the government can protect you like you on your own.
I don't like any of it. It's scary.
You know what I mean? Just get a giant joint, find a nice quiet place, get high and just pass away nice and neat.
That's what I do anyway. I do that regardless.